2.
Welcome back to Inside Boxing's Throwdown. Unlike my friend here, my name is Steve Johnson. This is Radio Martinez. I'm excited about this second segment, but not so much that I wouldn't forget to remind everybody who our hosts are. Hey, in this second segment, we're going to talk about some up-and-coming action that we want to see, some that might happen, some that might not happen. But we're just going to kick it off. Radio, start off with something that is of interest to you on the horizon for professional boxing.
Okay, good. Before we get into conversation,
Okay.
just want to mention and congratulate Donald Camarena. People out there remember him. He's the former WBC World Youth title, WBC Mundo Hispano titleist, the WBC Continental Americas title. Champion. So him and his wife Lisa had a second child born yesterday.
Little baby girl Thalia. Yes.
So congratulations, my man, and
congratulations, Donald, but congratulations, Lisa, for putting up with that boy, man. He's something else. That's my boy, but hey, man. No, seriously, congratulate. Anytime that we have little ones come in the world, we're grandparents now. You're a great-grandparent. Mm-hmm. We love the kids and love to see a new one come into the world. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Now let's get into let's talk about this fight that everybody wants to see. Negotiations. It's a big money fight, a huge money fight. The question is where, location, United States, in the UK. Whatever, and I'm talking about the heavyweights.
Anthony Joshua and Deontay
Wilder. Okay. Now, the fight's got to happen. Okay. It's just too big of a fight not to happen. Okay. And I think both fighters acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. The key here is, and I think both fighters acknowledge that it's a big payday for both of them, and they both want to make that big payday, and they both know that it's going to be a competitive pick-em fight type fight. Okay. Because naturally, everyone in the UK is saying Joshua's going to win, and then everyone over here in the United States is saying that Wilder's going to win. So it's going to be one of them kind of fights. So it's got to happen. So Steve, let's talk about that fight a little bit. I think the stick up there is about location. Okay.
It's funny you use the term stick up because that's about exactly right, man. And Ludabella is trying to stick up Eddie Hearn. Trying to make it an issue where. Yes, I think, first of all, Radio, and I think most people agree with me, Deontay Wilder and Ludabella have yet to realize that they're the B side in this fight. For some reason, they think that they're the A side, and the offer that you remember they made a few weeks ago, where we'll give $50 million, and so most people were saying, oh, they're going to get put $50 million up. Then why is Joshua, and Eddie Hearn holding up on this? Well, the slickness behind that is they wanted to they wanted to guarantee $50 million, but then they wanted to say that the fight's going to be here in the United States, and they're going to get the gate. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen. Eddie Hearn is not an idiot. But let me say this.
Well, before you move off on that $50 million.
Exactly.
I had the chance to see the interview of Eddie Hearn that was done in the UK, and it was a lengthy interview. It was like 40 minutes, and I just took the time to sit down and I watched the entire interview. Okay, and going to that thing, that subject was brought up, and Eddie Hearn was pretty clear. He says, "Well, that offer came from Wilder himself." Okay, and he don't have $50 million.
He don't.
So how can you take that serious? I mean, if the offer would have came from Showtime or HBO or ABC or NBC or ESPN, then it was something. I mean, $50 million is a good offer. But coming from the fighter, we know he don't have the money. So,
hey man, it's at some point, when you watch this develop as comedy, because like I said, Eddie Hearn's not an idiot. Yeah. Eddie Hearn right now, what he's established with Matchroom Boxing along over there in the UK is he's the shit, man. I mean, you might as well just say it. He's over there.
He's there, Bob Arum.
Yeah, exactly.
He's there, Bob Arum.
Bob Arum is here in the United States. Over there, he's there. Remember, he's got Amir Khan. He's got Kell Brook. He's got Dylan White.
He's
got all the boys over there.
Let me tell you, if Wilder was being promoted by Bob Arum, the fight would have happened already.
For sure.
Would have happened already.
For sure.
Okay, it definitely would have happened. Okay, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Lou DeBell.
I am.
But if he was with Bob Arum, the fight would have happened. Okay, because you want to make that fight, you want to bring it here, then you got to go sell the fight to an HBO, to a Showtime, to a big time. The people that got the money, that can make that legitimate offer, and when they make it, they can hand over the check.
See, and you and I are in 100% agreement on this. Like you said, if it was Bob Arum would have talked to HBO and Showtime. Okay.
Well, even if he didn't, Bob Arum has the $50,000. I mean, $50 million. He has it.
Yeah, but I know
he has it. Okay.
But he would talk to Showtime and HBO. It'll be a dual broadcast, like they did before. Remember, they've done that before.
Yeah.
Make it big, but like I said, sometimes it turns into comedy because Deontay Wilder continues to run his mouth. Radio. The way you were about Canelo.
Yeah.
Is the way I am about Deontay Wilder. I always like Deontay Wilder. We all know what his flaws are. That's no secret.
Yeah.
You know what his flaws are, but he's athletic, and he's tall, and he's long. So he's got a chance to do these things. But when he first came up, he was talking about, hey, I'm going to fight. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter who. Doesn't matter what. Okay? Now the who, what, and where are all issues for him. I want to be in the United States. I want to make I want to get the A side, which you're not. And then the third thing is that, who? Well, it's Joshua, okay? And in the meantime, what he's doing is he's started not being as active, okay? And we all know that when you start not being as active as you were, same thing kind of like with Joshua. Both of them are kind of slowing down and building up this fight, and they're not fighting, okay?
Exactly.
So, like you said, it has to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in 2018. I really don't.
But you know what?
We're at the midpoint of the year.
I'm looking forward to. I really want to see that fight. And I would go on record. To say, if it happens on the other side in the UK, okay, Joshua wins the fight. Okay, Wilder can't go up there and win the fight. That's me. I'm going on record saying, if it happens here in the United States, Wilder got a chance. Now, I won't go as far as saying he wins the fight, but I'm saying he got a legitimate chance, okay? And you know me, I've been flip-flopping, back and forth. Yeah. Wilder was going to win this and that, but now it's coming closer to become reality. That's my take on that, on the winner of that fight.
I agree, but my thing is that I really can't pick one now because I've paid attention to a lot of the flaws and deficiencies in both of them. And the only thing I'm on record is saying, and I will stand behind it, and most people say, duh, but I'm going to say, somebody's getting knocked out. I don't, whatever happens, somebody's getting knocked out. This ain't going the distance. And Wilder, I would anticipate Deontay Wilder, if I was his trainer, I would say, we're going to make this quick. We're going at this dude, you don't let him get warmed up. And Wilder, that works perfect for him. He's a wild man. He comes out just swinging for the fences. I mean, just go right at him and go make it quick. Because if he gets clipped, we know. And I'm
gonna tell you what,
Joshua get clipped by Klitschko.
And I don't see a knockout.
You don't see a knockout?
I don't see I see a distance
fight. It's gonna be two dancing bears.
Because one's gonna be scared of it and the other one's gonna be happy to be scared. So it's gonna be one of them fights where Wilder gets wild, okay, but he only gets wild when he hurts his opponent.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's gonna hurt Joshua to a point where he can get wild, where he can just start throwing Mississippis. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Joshua will allow that to happen. So in saying that, I don't think Joshua's going to take the chances of going in and being super aggressive to try to knock out. So all in all, I think you're going to have a decision fight, 12-round decision.
Oh my God, that would be a snooze fest. You're probably right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that would be the biggest snooze fest, and I think that would be probably the worst thing for boxing if that happened. The best thing for boxing is that one of them gets knocked out. We set a rematch on the other side, wherever it's at. If Wilder goes to the UK, knocks out Joshua, then they got to come back to the United States for a rematch. Is build up the money. But if it's a hug and snooze fest, it's over.
See, don't forget, Klitschko actually fought Joshua the way he should fight him, where he was actually throwing a jab, being aggressive. But Klitschko was too old, got too tired, got careless.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought he had him done, couldn't finish him off, and you saw what happened there. He ended up losing. A young Klitschko would have won that fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Wilder don't fight that way. He doesn't know how to stand back and keep distance with his jab and all that. Okay. He likes to come in there and put himself in position to hit, get a shot, and go wild. Okay. I just don't see that happening. And if he takes that chance against someone like Joshua, Joshua might retaliate and catch him with them wide open hands and put him down. So I don't see. I see a town. I see a decision. I see a 12-round decision.
Well, like I said, if it goes 12 rounds, there's nothing else that could be but a snooze fest because they're two big men, and we've seen them both be in trouble. Okay, in their last outings, they both recuperated. You know, Joshua actually recovered from a bomb from Klitschko.
Yes.
And he got up and came back and won that. That was, to me, was more impressive than Deontay Wilder when his last fight.
Ortiz.
When he fought, Luis Ortiz. And once again,
Ortiz
a young Luis Ortiz
was
the fight.
Ortiz was too old to finish him off.
That's
Had
right.
him finished off.
That's right.
Wilder actually had a little help from the ref.
A lot of help.
So Ortiz was just too tired.
Too old,
and couldn't finish him off. Couldn't pinpoint his punches. That's all he had to do. But anyhow, that's why now I'm pretty much changing my stance to saying Joshua has the advantage of winning this fight because in a decision, Joshua will come up very strong and healthy, and he should win a decision. Guaranteed, he's going to win if he fights in the UK. Okay, here in the States, he still has that. If it goes to a decision, he's going to win the fight. Okay,
but once again, I cannot see it going that way because Deontay Wilder doesn't have that gene in him. Well, I'm disagreeing with you. He's not going to sit back and wait. He's going for it. That's all he knows to do, man. I mean, he doesn't have the skill and the ring savvy to do anything but to go for it. Look at these guys that he's fought.
So you expected a Foreman-Ron Lyle fight?
Basically, that's a good one. Thank you. And that would be the best thing for boxing. That would be nice. That would be the best.
That would be nice, but it ain't gonna happen. And them kind of fighters are gone.
Well, we'll get to see. and once again, you guys, in our second segment, we kind of opened up a new can of worms, and I like Aurelio's thought process. He's got me thinking a little bit now, but we got plenty of time because I don't think this fight is going to happen in 2018. But we're going to end our second segment here. This week, we're not going to have a third segment for one reason, is because we kind of went over here to talk about what we usually had as our open topic, and our open topic forum is our third segment. We did that right now because, to be honest, we're looking to go ahead and we're going to acknowledge our servicemen and women, for their service, but we're also going to have some of that, that barbecue and potato salad and baked beans and enjoy the day. We'll see you guys next week, and next week we'll start talking about the following week, June the 6th fight between
Santa Cruz?
Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares.
Yeah.
Okay, and that should be a good one. In the meantime, as we always do at the Inside Boxing's Throwdown, keep them hands up, baby, and keep it classy. Okay. You ready to go? Look at him, he's jumping around.
Yeah, I sure was. I had to regroup.
This dude.
I had to regroup.